Hello everyone. Wow, it has been forever since I last recorded a video. And yeah, this is pretty amazing. Okay. I After the diamine ink went, I apparently just needed a little bit of a break. But I am back and I don't know why my table, can you see that? You can see that. This is annoying. I think my table is vibrating. Why is my table vibrating? Okay, no one breathe. All right. So I wanted to do a currently inked. It has been quite a while since I did a currently inked. And so let me set this up. So we're not in the ink vent anymore. And let me grab a pen. Just a random ballpoint pen. So I'm gonna go currently inked February 2024. I almost wrote 2023. So let's underline this. This is very bright here. Why is this so bright? Okay. It's kind of weird. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So I have to remember how I used to do this. It has been so long that I don't remember how I'm doing this. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, I have a new computer. Everything is new. Everything is different. All right. So the first pen, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna, which way around am I gonna start? Okay, let me start with the first pen that I actually inked up. So the first pen that I inked up for this month, and that always makes me so happy, is my Pelican M400 in the tortoise shell. And this is the prettiest pen. I absolutely adore the look of this pen. The one thing I have to say though is this pen is just a little small for me, like in terms of narrow. But it has a gorgeous nib. And I'm hoping my video is recording. I'm all discombobulated. It has a gorgeous nib. And I inked this up with Robert Oster Brandy. That was one of the samples in a recent ink flight. And look at this. This is so pretty. I love it. So, okay, so how did I used to do this? We're gonna go, so this is a, look at that. And it's like, I love the juiciness of those Pelican nibs. It's just so nice. And I'm really trying to not get this table to shake. Apparently we have to optimize things. It's all good. So, okay. So this is the Pelican. Look at that. This is such a nice flow. M400 tortoise shell. That nib is just a dream, a absolute dream. It's like a little bouncy, a little springy, and it's just like, I love it. And it's one of the only pens, I'm really confused as to why this is shaking, pens that I actually post. But I really, it helps a little bit with the weight distribution, but I love writing with this pen. The only thing, as I said, is like I really can't write super long sessions, because then my fingers just are getting like a little tight. So this is gorgeous Pelican. All right. Next in line is, so then I finally wanted to ink up. Don't know if any one of you has seen my LondonPenCo video, and then if so, like I have shadows, I have everything I usually don't fight with. Anyways, it is fine. This is the LondonPenCo. So this is from LondonPenCo, and look at this pen. It's absolutely stunning. It is so stunning. It's a twist. It has a, I have a broad nib, and I think it's a Yovo nib. And it has like this really nice kind of like actually fairly big section. And if you compare it, not to go into too many details, but you can definitely see how much bigger that is to the Pelican. And this is kind of like my preferred size of pen. And I also inked this up with a ink that I got at the Toronto Pen Show. And that is, again, it is a Robert Oster. And this is Romeo and Juliet. And at first when I inked it up, I wasn't too impressed, but it has been really growing on me. Like there's some really nice pink undertones. It flows really nicely. It's very nicely behaved. So this is just, yeah, this is the first time that I'm using this pen, and it has been working really, really nice. It has a cartridge converter in it. And so I don't actually, so I think it's LondonPenCo, and I think their model is Christopher 13, I think. And it's a broad nib, and it's another Robert Oster ink, and it's Romeo and Juliet. And look at how nicely this flows. Oh my God, this whole shaking business is driving me crazy. And it really flows super nice. And it's a really, like, this is a winning combination. I love the combination. It works really well. And I also don't know why I have so much shadows. Anyways, okay. That happens when you don't record videos for so long, then you forget everything you were doing. I'm so confused. Okay. Then what I did is I filled up one of my Esterbrook Estes with this Inkebara Pastel Violet. And I mean, look at this. It is so interesting. It's gorgeous. It has like the blue and the pink. I could not deal with it. It's just to write. I think when you're drawing or do stuff, this might be gorgeous. I could not deal with it. It was just way too faint on the paper. So I did immediately unink it again. So this was definitely one I couldn't deal with it, but I tried this one. And then I looked at and I made my little ink card here of the Colorverse Cat's Eye Nebula. And I have heard a lot about this ink. And again, look at how stunning this is. It's kind of so interesting. It has so much to it. It has like different colors. It has like shimmer, and I really like it, but I was already kind of like skeptical as how light it looks, and I just cannot deal with very light inks very well. So what I did, and I'm gonna unink it, I just put it in my Preppy just to kind of give it a go. But let's add it here. But look how it's just, for me, for writing, it's just not strong enough. I really need stronger inks that are stronger. I'm so curious where the shaking is coming from. I should not. Okay, Colorverse, Cat's Eye, Nebula. And so, yeah, it is really, I love the color. If I would be someone who would draw with inks, I would probably find this super interesting, but I will unink this. I can't. This is just not. But I wanted to show you just because that was part of my journey here to kind of figure out my inks. So see if you can see the different ones here. But look at that Robert Oster one. This is gorgeous. I love this orange yellowish. And then that Romeo and Juliet is also really growing on me. And then you can see the cat's eye. I mean, it is interesting, but I personally, to write, I need something stronger on my page. Okay. And then I inked up one of my new TWSBIs, and I should be fancy, and I should now put like a link to this video, but I don't really know how to do. Well, I would know how to do it, but I might not have time to actually do that. And so this one, and I have to look it up, has like a special nib. And so this one is the Persian Green, And it has a broad nib with a round nose cursive nib. And this one, I got the pen with the specialized nib from Pen Realm. And I like it. I like it so far very much. The round nose cursive is probably not my favorite out of all of them, but I'm just giving it a try, and I'm gonna write a little bit more with it. And I put this in the ink that I put in is the Wonder Pen exclusive Dominant Industry Tuna and Olives, and it's this absolutely stunning green. I hope you can forgive me with my shaking here. I need to figure this out for another time. So this is Dominant Industry, what did I just say it called? Tuna and Olive. So it's based on the eye color of one of the cats from the owner of Wonder Pens, which is this amazing store in Toronto. And I really like that green. It's super shady, it's super interesting, it is really nice. Okay, so this is trying to, so you can see this feels quite different on this paper than it does on my journal. My journal is a Stalogy paper. Okay, so this is the TWSBI Eco, sorry, Persian Green with a broad nib that is ground to a round nose cursive, and the ink is Dominant Industry Tuna and Olives. And I'm going to show you the nib. Oh my god, this whole shaking thing. So I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so we can see the nib. You can see how it's ground on top, and then you can see how the bottom is still also kind of ground, but it's kind of rounder. It's hard to see, but it feels quite nice. It doesn't feel, for my handwriting, it doesn't feel quite as smooth as their smooth italic. And I like how it just gives it's very minor, but it just gives my writing just a little bit more flair. So that, and on my Stalogy paper in my journal, it flows really nicely and works really, really well. And now this is the problem that I should have looked this up. Now I want to look it up. Then I was finding, I took another random ink sample, and it was another Inkebara, and it's an Inkebara brown pink. Again, that was a sample that I had in one of the ink flights. I wanted to give it a try. I wasn't sure how much I would love it. I really don't think I love it that much for me personally. And so I was trying to find a pen I could put this in. And what I came up with is, okay, is this the Kaweco Lilliput? It is definitely a Kaweco, and it has this, it's metal. I love the feel of it. It has this amazing patina, is that how you say it? And you can put the cap and screw it right on the back. And so it's a fun little pen. It has a broad nib, it has a very small nib, and I do take it in my backpack quite a bit, and I have it like in this, I like the little Kaweco box, and so I like taking it with me like this to take some very quick notes. But again, if you know by now, my hands are fairly big, and this is really too narrow. So for longer writing sessions, this is tricky. But let's see. And I definitely do like the Kaweco broad nibs way, way, way better than the mediums. So this is like, that made me rediscover my Kawecos. I actually even prefer the double broad. So this is the Inkebara, should write without, number 514, brown pink, but look at this nice flow. It really has a nice flow. So it's Kaweco Lilliput. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I should really have looked this up. It's a broad nib. Oh, I had this the other way around. It's all good. And yeah, it flows actually quite nice. I'm surprised. I thought, I have read that this is a fairly dry ink. But it has been working really well in this cute little pen. Look at this cute little pen. It's so cute. I love how you can just screw it on, and then look how tiny it is. I mean, it's like a tiny little thing, and I like having it in my hand. It feels really good. I like the metal pens in my hand. And you can see, and actually, like, I don't know if I showed you this closely. Yeah, you can definitely see there's some interesting things going on here. And if we're looking at it in writing, you can see maybe a little bit of the pink, but especially in this color, it almost looks more like brownish, greenish, but there is some underlying pink. And then I finally decided it is time to ink up one of my very, very favorites again. And so this is in a rickshaw little pouch, which is actually from the LondonPenCo company. So this, I actually got this one in this pouch. And I'm not sure if anyone actually really remembers and follows this, but this is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande with the primary manipulation. And I love it. And if you remember, this was the pen that was leaking. And one of you amazing viewers had suggested that I should take out the nib unit and then put some silicone grease into the thread, because I could really not see anything wrong. I didn't really cause any damage. And so far, so good. Actually, it has been way, way better. And this one is also from Pen Realm, and this is ground to a architect nib. You can see kind of like the nib, which is gorgeous. And I love, love, love this broad architect nib. And this pen, I love my Leonardo pens. I have to say, I'm totally on the Leonardo bandwagon. It is just so nice and big. It fits perfectly into my hand. And I absolutely love it. And I inked this up, which is going to be one of my new favorites, which is the second, well, it's kind of the fourth, but this the Wonder Pen's Dominant Industry exclusive. But the second one that is based on their eye color of their cats. And this one is Chicken in the Sky with Diamonds. And this is just stunning, stunning. I really like it. So Dominant Industry. And I cannot remember, what did I just say? Chicken in the Sky. With diamonds. And I love the flow of it. I love the color of it. It is just, I love the bottle. Everything is just really, really stunning. So just write it down here. So this is, I mean, look at it. It's just, I love writing with architect nibs. Just the way I write, it is just still my favorite from all of the specialty nibs I have tried. And there are more to try, so I might change my mind. So Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0. I think that's all correct. That's a primary manipulation glossy, and it's a broad architect. I'm so sorry about this whole shaking thing. It is really annoying. Dominant Industry, Chicken in the Sky with Diamonds. And yeah, so look at it. It's gorgeous. It is just stunning. You can see all of the different inks. We can see, we're adding up here. You can definitely see my favorite ink color combinations. So we can see all of the different inks here. And then we can see, whoops, all of the different pens. Let me see if I can put them all here. So yeah, just 2, 4, is that right? Oh well, and then my little one, there we go. So 2, 4, 6 pens. I guess this one I'm gonna I just can't write with it. Again, this might be perfect in someone else's like drawing with it. It's super interesting ink, but just not my favorite. I apologize for all of the shaking, but I will figure it out for next time.